Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first item is about Timothée Chalamet and his potential ex-girlfriend Kylie Jenner. This reads, the meme actor certainly didn't help with the split rumors this weekend. Now, there have been a bunch of rumors that Kylie and Timothée are over with. I mean, Timothy's been busy. He's been filming Dune 3. The Marty Supreme trailer just came out. So I think there's a world where maybe they are starting to grow apart. This comment reads that Timothée is way too intelligent and just from an entirely different world than she is. Another person added that Dumoy is saying that he and Kylie just purchased Ellen's old house in SoCal. To be honest, I'm not buying that because we heard rumors that these two were looking for homes in Italy, so I don't know why they would go and buy in SoCal, especially because Timothée and Kylie have been spending a lot of time in Europe this past summer. What's interesting is that Kylie just celebrated her 28th birthday, but it was radio silence when it came to Timothée. While Kylie was busy posting birthday pictures to tribute to herself, it looks like Timothée was active on social media, but not actively celebrating his girlfriend's birthday. They've been together for 2 years, so I would be bothered if I was Kylie. We saw Timothée posting pictures of Muhammad Ali winning a boxing match. And maybe this is a reference to his new movie coming out, Marty Supreme. But at the same time, he could easily go and post a nice little happy birthday to Kylie. This also comes after Kylie decided to share some songs on social media. And there's a theme here. There's a pattern that all of the songs that Kylie Jenner is sharing on her social media are breakup songs. Like one of the lyrics reads, maybe I'm too young to keep good love from going wrong, but tonight you're on my mind, so you never know. Broken down and hungry for your love with no way to feed it. Where are you tonight, child? You know how much I need it. You guys know the Kardashian Jenner sisters are all about social media, so if Kylie is posting these songs, she's doing it with an intention.
So a lot of people believe that they have broken up, but no, Timothy's actually in Prague and he's working 18-hour days, okay? But that's not the issue here, because there's a lot more to this. Timothée Chalamet's relationship is allegedly not helping his career, okay? So supposedly, Kylie Jenner's presence is not helping Timothée Chalamet at all. Talking about the Oscars, the insider alleged that Jenner's much talked about presence alongside Chalamet made the nominee look like a +1 at his own party. Sources further stated that the Dune star is in love, but he is blind to the fallout. They continued, the guy's got talent, but this isn't the vibe Hollywood rewards. Chalamet's inner circle has reportedly been urging him to call quits on the relationship. Well, flash forward to now Prague. Timmy is working 18-hour days to get this thing in the can, but he's also partying hard with his fellow young cast and crew members whenever they have even a 6-hour stretch of free time. He's a hard work, play hard guy through and through, and that goes double when he's on the other side of the world from Kylie Jenner.
This blind item reads, there's been a nasty accident in Hollywood and someone will have to pay up. The issue is nobody wants to take responsibility per usual. But that's not the case anymore because with Morgan & Morgan, regular people are finally winning too. They are the largest injury law firm in America with over 1,000 attorneys and offices across the country ready to fight for you if you end up working with them. In the entertainment industry, these stars have a full team to manage them. Why shouldn't you? Plus, they've been doing this for over 35 years and recovered $25 billion for people just like you. One of their clients was offered a measly $350,000 from an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan got them $12 million. And these aren't rare stories. This is what they do. What makes it even better is how easy it is. For in 2025, people, Morgan & Morgan doesn't make you deal with the paperwork or pay anything up front. You can scan my QR code and fill out your case within minutes. And remember, the fee is free unless they win. So you don't have to pay anything out of pocket and you're not hiring a lawyer. You are hiring a full team who knows how to get it done. That is why Morgan & Morgan is who I would trust if anything happened to me. If you need them, you could start your claim now by clicking the link in the description below or scan the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything. Our next blind item is about Janette McCURDY, a former Nickelodeon star. It reads, the fruit streamer, Apple TV, was looking for any excuse not to move forward with the show based on a book written by the former teen star who worked for the Perv director and showrunner. Remember, Janette McCURDY has her book, I'm Glad My Mom Died. With that, the former teen star started to be difficult in the whole threat of lawsuits, so they will likely pull the plug. It sounds like Apple TV isn't too happy working with Janette. Now, I'm a huge supporter of Janette and her story, and I think that if it's going to be made into a show, it needs to be done right. This comment reads, I don't get who thought it'd be good material for a series. It is one thing to describe someone in a book, quite another to place them in a series. Which, if you guys don't remember, Janette's mom would like force her to take showers with her when Janette was like 17. She would do these weird medical exams on her private parts. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really want to see that in a series. This comment reads, they probably want to change some of the more disparaging things. I'm Team Janette on this one. What I read about this project is that Jennifer Aniston is involved, and it looks like the director just dropped out because they wanted to go and make this into a comedy. Yeah, you guys heard me correctly. They want to make this book where Janette describes being harmed by her mother and harmed in the workplace into a comedy. It looks like the director, Jason Reitman, wasn't a fan of Janette McCurdy's feedback because I don't think Janette wants to make it a comedy, so Jason decided to quit. Despite having Jennifer Aniston on board, having Margot Robbie and others support this project, it looks like they only have 2 weeks to go and secure a new director. Sources say that the director, Jason, left following a dispute that turned disrespectful, so it looks like him and Janette got into it. Although the memoir includes some humor, it primarily deals with serious issues, like Janette McCurdy's mother harming her. If you guys don't remember the Quiet on Set documentary, Dan Schneider has also been suing for defamation on that project, so I wonder if Apple TV is a little bit concerned of depicting him a certain way because they might be served a lawsuit.
A female director might be a better choice, as director Jason Reitman has exited Apple TV Plus's I'm Glad My Mom Died over creative differences with star and showrunner Janette McCurdy. The series, also starring Jennifer Aniston, has been given a short window by Apple to find a replacement or be put on hold indefinitely. One of the reasons why I feel a female director might be a better choice, especially if that female director was a former child or teen star who has now moved into directing and has been directing things, is because at least they have a similar or same experience as what Janette has been through. And as we are telling her life story within this show, I feel like because this person has an understanding of exactly what's been going on in her life, there's a level of care needed when telling the story. I think getting female directors like Megan Park, Danielle Fisher, or even Troy Belisario would be good choices when directing this show.
Oh my god, this next blind item is going to make me sick. It reads, the foreign-born producer, host, model, reality star, former yachter, is trying to bring back the tapeworm trend. Please don't listen to her. Heidi Klum. Maybe Heidi Klum is trying to bring worms back. Do you guys remember at her Halloween party, she dressed up as that big worm? Well, it looks like she wants a tapeworm with inside of her to go and to eat things that she doesn't want to gain calories for. Like, that's how tapeworms work, right? This comment reads, why doesn't Heidi just take Ozempic like everyone else? Another person writes, for the love of food, please don't do this. There are horror stories from the Victorian times where women would do this and everything was fine until the tapeworm laid eggs that hatched. Without enough food, they will eat through the stomach and the intestinal linings, and they will ultimately kill you. I honestly, I would rather be big and fat than to know there's a worm inside of me eating things.
For Victorian women, the perfect look consisted of pale skin, rosy cheeks, and a 16-inch waist. But how did they go about achieving this hourglass figure? They had 3 options. 1. Bathing in arsenic. Really. 2. Wearing an incredibly tight, painful corset. 3. Swallowing a tapeworm. The idea was simple. Swallow an egg or a piece of meat containing a tapeworm egg. The tapeworm would then hatch and attach itself to the person's intestine and start absorbing nutrients and vitamins that came down through the intestines. Carrying this food fief around inside her allowed the average weight-conscious Victorian woman to eat plenty of food, lose weight, and not worry about her calorie intake. The tapeworm diet. Another crazy idea from Victorian England.
Let's talk about the related headline because Heidi Klum and her husband are doing a months-long worm and parasite cleanse. Hopefully it's not contagious. It looks like Heidi told the Wall Street Journal that she and her husband are going to deworm and deparasite for the first time. She says this process takes months. At one point, Heidi said, quote, I don't know what the heck is going to come out. Please don't make me sick, Heidi. Now, supposedly Heidi is planning on consuming some clove, maybe some papaya seeds to go and disrupt the tapeworms within their body. But yeah, I would say just do the Ozempic if that's your goal.
Today is day 10 of parasite cleanse. And apart from this is yucky as hell.
Our next blind item is about Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. If the A-list singer does announce new music on Wednesday, which she did, the coffee singer is going to be really upset. This month was supposed to be her time to shine. Even though it seems like Taylor and Sabrina are cool, I'm pretty sure Taylor's career goes above everything else. Like, she's not concerned about Sabrina Carpenter's album rollout. I would even go as far as to say is that Taylor would plan it to go and swipe another artist just because she wants to show the world how powerful she is. This comment reads, Taylor should take a chill pill on the new album. She's already linked to the worst mean girl in Hollywood, Blake Lively. Victor writes, at least Espresso is a top 10 radio play for more than a year now. Taylor's longest radio hit only lasted for about 53 weeks. Trevor commented a whole month just for Sabrina Carpenter? Not realistic to expect. Mishy asked, so people have to check with Taylor Swift before they do anything? Let's dissect this story a little bit because we know that Taylor and Sabrina have a past because Sabrina actually opened up for Taylor on her Eras tour. There's actually a moment of these two at an award show and it seems like Sabrina is like ignoring Taylor.
She got one and she got remixed. 1.5.
I mean, no offense to Taylor, but I could see her being a little bit overwhelming to be around.
We run the numbers and we're really good.
Taylor is like looking at Sabrina like, hey, aren't you supposed to be my sidekick? And it seems like Sabrina's trying to move on. Maybe Sabrina knew something back then that we did not know, because it turns out that Taylor Swift is stealing her shine by announcing her new album on her boyfriend Travis Kelce's podcast. He's got a podcast with his brother titled New Heights, and it looks like this was the moment that she decided to go and share her new album. Now, typically Taylor will go and announce a new album at an award show or a big public event, so doing this on the podcast is very different. We've also never seen like a sit-down interview of Taylor with her boyfriend.
Here is everything we know so far about Taylor's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, and some clues that we might have missed. So we potentially have our first lyrics, and baby, that's show business for you, and that comes from a Spotify playlist advert in New York. We also know that if you pre-order the album, it says that you'll be getting it before the 13th of October, and that's not the release date, which basically means we could be getting it at any point. We just need to go back to this playlist for a second because this is really important, because the only two producers who have worked on any of these songs are Max Martin and Johann Shellback. Now, these are two pretty iconic producers. Taylor has worked with them quite a lot before. She started working with them around 1989, and it's also looking very likely that Sabrina is going to be featuring on the album. Now, there have been so many clues, but the main two are that Taylor Nation posted a picture of Taylor and Sabrina together, and Sabrina's website now has a countdown to August the 12th. So this has been a long time coming. She literally walked through an orange door at the end of the Eras tour, and looking back, the Midnight's music videos were really giving showgirl vibes. Now, the main question that everyone is thinking, will there be a tour? Because whilst some artists might be afraid to head out on the road so soon after completing the most successful tour of all time, if there is anyone who can outdo Taylor, it's Taylor.
Our next blind item is about Miss Good Jeans, Sydney Sweeney. It reads, speaking of bothered, this illiterate actress is completely unbothered by all the fuss over the ad campaign. She's signing on for more of it. So it seems like Sydney Sweeney doesn't care if you don't like her good jeans because she kind of liked this controversy. It sounds like she's going to use it again, maybe for another brand partnership. This comment reads, smart girl, just as long as they're talking about you. Right? Another person writes, I am sick of Sydney Sweeney already. Another person says, it did not hurt her brand at all, so it's understandable, and she could ask for a lot more money this time. Fancy Peacock says that Sydney Sweeney loves it. The more controversy, the more successful. That's the goal in this sick world. Well, even though Sydney Sweeney received backlash, it looks like American Eagle is laughing to the bank. According to Social Blade, it looks like on Instagram, American Eagle gained 142,000 followers from this campaign. It also looks like American Eagle's stock boosted after the president complimented the brand and Sydney Sweeney for being a registered Republican. In a message on his platform, Truth Social, it looks like Trump said that Sydney Sweeney has the hottest ad out there and the jeans are flying off the shelves. In addition, their stock rose more than 23%, which is a lot. Like, American Eagle wasn't doing that well, but now they've bought themselves a couple more years of business. And as everyone has alluded to, I don't think this campaign has hurt Sydney Sweeney's career. Actually, recently we saw that she's gonna be in Devil Wears Prada 2, that movie with Anne Hathaway that we're all so excited for. So it's interesting to see her, get into this campaign, get into this controversy, and the next day she's on set. She's gonna continue working, and it looks like Sydney and her Sweeneys aren't going anywhere.
Sweeney was spotted on the set of The Devil Wears Prada 2 today, and I have to talk about this because she, of course, was not announced to be joining the cast, and she was being very secretive while walking along the streets of New York, getting to and from set. I knew that they wanted this to be a gag. These papers were signed months and months ago, I'm sure. But little did they know, Sydney Sweeney, at the time of filming this, would be involved in a worldwide controversy. I'm talking about her American Eagle jeans ad. Jeans are passed down from parents to offspring. That required American Eagle to come out and make a statement about it. Honestly, by the time this airs in 2026, I'm sure people will be good weather with Sydney Sweeney again, but I just find this to be so interesting that, like, they kept it a secret to make it, like, a huge reveal. But right now, people are finding out that she's on the set because, of course, they're filming in New York City, and you can't keep anything private unless you're filming on a soundstage. And people are like, OMG, why is she in this movie? Which, of course, like, again, no one could have predicted that she would be in a scandal this big at the time where she would be requested to film. Also, it's important to note that she was literally in LA like a couple days ago filming Euphoria. Her and Jacob Elordi were doing the Cassie and Nate scenes for season 3. So like, she's booked and busy and working.
Our next blind item is about Iggy Azalea. It reads, the foreign-born flower one-hit wonder industry plant is grifting with her crypto. Comment below if you guys do crypto. I don't really believe in crypto, but I don't know anything about it. It continues that she knows that her returns over the past year are pretty much close to negative 100%. There are so many people who like to talk about how much money they have in crypto and how they're so successful at it, but I don't ever actually see any of that. But this recent headline says that Iggy Azalea breaks silence on her black scent, being bullied into retirement and turning to crypto. Now, Iggy has been accused of cultural appropriation in the past. She said, I think sometimes I regret even having an opinion at all because it wasn't necessarily my place to have an opinion. She said the rap industry was like a battle zone. I was stepping on landmines left and right. I just couldn't survive it. It's not survivable.
I chose to be a white woman and come and be in a black space. That was my choice. And I did feel very welcome, to be honest with you. I think it got a little bit more complicated as time went on and we had a moment politically and in culture where I was a part of a bigger picture.
What was it like being caught at the heart of the issue of race and you're being told you're using a black scent, you're appropriating?
Yeah, I think it was a lot, you know, and I said things that I shouldn't have said in retrospect as I've gotten older that I'm like, that's a horrible take that you had. But it was just a bad, perfect storm where you've got someone that's, I have my limited view of America or culture, and I'm in the middle of these very heated, controversial conversations and
Political.
Very political. And I'm also 23, 24 during this, and so I think I know everything.
What do you regret about how you handled that time?
I think sometimes I just regret having an opinion at all because it wasn't necessarily my place to have an opinion.
What was it like living in that
I
moment?
think the hardest thing about it, honestly, was seeing the way that the other artists in the music industry would distance themselves from me publicly, that I was only welcome in secret. And I think over time I just got tired of it.
Now, Iggy did confirm her retirement from music, revealing that she's made life-changing money with her OF partnership and her crypto empire. I mean, according to this blind item, your crypto isn't crypting as much as you want it to, so I would take that with a grain of salt or sand or whatever you're craving. For the life of me, I can never remember what that saying is, but she spoke with this podcaster, Sean, and it seems like she's trying to get back into the media. I don't know why, because she's been quiet for so many years. Like, if your OF money is so good, if your crypto money is so good, then why are you over here doing these BS interviews?
The thing that I would always hear about meme coins is that they die really quickly.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't want to make a coin that dies
That
really
dies
quickly
quick, yeah.
because even though I understand sometimes it's the nature of it, like, I don't know, I would feel like I had failed. Like,
Still a bad luck, yeah.
like I don't like that. And I had spoken to my manager.
You hadn't made any
about it.
decisions.
Yeah, and I had spoken to him about it and was like, do you know anybody that's in the meme coin space that does that kind of thing? And he was like, oh, you know, like, let me see who I know, if anyone I know. And he was like, oh, I know Caitlin's manager.
Yeah.
And that's how the Sahil conversation ever happened.
Our next blind item is about Machine Gun Kelly. It reads, judging from his recent behavior, it doesn't look like the three named rapper and singer is as sober as he would like for you to believe. Now, I am not a drug test. I am not a piss test. Don't even try to come near me with your piss, but I could look at Machine Gun Kelly and tell you right off the bat, the man is not sober. This comment reads, I'm sure he's able to maintain his once-a-week eating plan due to his drug use. Don't the two go hand in hand? Shiloh said he's probably California sober, aka high on weed and kratom 24/7. I wouldn't forget the ketamine and the other things, the shrooms, mushrooms. What are the things, like psychedelics? I think those are California sober as well. But don't mushrooms like make you hungry? I don't know. MGK, he's probably acting out due to starvation and malnutrition. It seems like he's doing whatever it takes to get Megan back. Now, I think Machine Gun Kelly is in a weird place in his life. He's got like his grown daughter, he's got a 4-month-old daughter, he's got a relationship that he destroyed last Thanksgiving because he was cheating on Megan Fox and got caught. He went to rehab and spent Christmas in rehab this year, and all of this combined with him releasing a new album, doing this promo, doing shows. It just shows that like these artists really don't have a moment. I really think that he needs a year, maybe 2 years to go and try to repair his relationship with Megan, be a father to his baby, and then maybe he can come back into the limelight. But recently seeing him talk about his relationship with Megan and how toxic that has been all due to him, I just don't think Machine Gun Kelly is in a good place.
I spent Christmas and New Year's, the whole month of December and late November in a rehab facility. I came out, the world was very loud about me and my personal business. Ironically, neither me or Megan have said anything. I mean, still to this day, there could have been zero drama, and you would never know because none of us have said one thing.
Right. It's all anonymous. They're
Absolutely.
broken up.
Yeah, it's all claims and things that have happened out of our control, I guess. And I came home to this. I was somewhat aware when I was in there, but you have no phones, you have nothing. I mean, essentially the only thing I have on my side is my fan pages and my friends and family.
Let's switch gears because we've talked about Ariana Grande and her well-being as far as, you know, getting very thin, not looking healthy. People are genuinely concerned about her. I don't think it's bullying. But like my own perspective here, it's interesting to see like people rally around Ariana Grande trying to get her help. But then Machine Gun Kelly, a male who's in the same kind of industry, he's clearly got an eating disorder and nobody's really bringing that up. He says, I don't really eat. I just do water a bunch. I don't know what do water means. Is he chewing on ice? Is he drinking water? He was with Aiden Ross where he admitted that he ate a burger earlier that day because it was his friends and they were streaming, but he only eats about once a week, which could not be me. When asked if Machine Gun Kelly ever felt weak or lightheaded, he said, yeah, sometimes I'll eat like a couple times a week. One person said, imagine smoking cigarettes while explaining how you don't want to put bad stuff into your body. He lost me when he said he does water fasts, yet he smokes cigs. And I don't know, guys, I just feel like this kind of behavior could be called out more, or maybe just people don't care about Machine Gun Kelly, but clearly this man has an eating disorder. I don't know if he's punishing himself for his past behavior and not feeding himself. He did a water fast for like 4 days and felt like he was going to die. So at this point, somebody needs to go and check on Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't really eat. Just do water a bunch.
You don't eat?
Not really.
You fast mainly? You eat like once a day?
Like I ate that burger because we're streaming and it's like my main shit, you know. But
okay, we weren't streaming. What would you have had for dinner?
probably water, yeah.
But how? You don't ever feel weak or lightheaded? Like
Yeah, sometimes I'll eat a couple times a week. But what will you eat for those meals? Bone broth with kimchi and sauerkraut.
No, you're on like permanent fast. Do you drink green juice and shit too?
I drink like celery juice sometimes, yeah. Coconut water.
Like hella healthy though.
Right, healthy there. I don't know. Yeah, shit.
Food is bad for a lot of the food in America. It's really bad for us.
You know, there's a study that said if you do one 7-day fast, you know this. You do one 7-day fast, it removes like 80% of cancer-causing cells from your body.
No way.
In one clean sweep.
How are you so healthy?
I don't know. I mean, I really honestly just coffee and cigarettes is what I'm sick because all that tobacco I grinded up, I left at the house when we got swatted. So I'm over here like all I'm thinking about is like fuck. Like coffee, cigarettes, bone broth.
I'm about to be what you're on.
Kimchi and sauerkraut because that's probiotics, you know. So like when you do those water fasts, the only thing that's crazy is it kills all the good bacteria in you too. You got to put the
Kels, you can send me which probiotic you use.
Yeah, I mean it's literally like kimchi and sauerkraut has a lot of good probiotics in it. So like if you just get organic kimchi and organic sauerkraut, nah.
Like
I'll just cook it in the bone broth.
Our next blind item is messy. It's about Andy Cohen. It reads, speaking of that network, how many more times will the face of it be accused of horrible behavior before they do something about it? Being called the gay Harvey Weinstein is not a moniker that the executives like. Gay Harvey Weinstein. I mean, that is a title I did not see coming. But also, you know, it could fit. Who's going to be next gay Harvey Weinstein? Is it you, Andy? This comment reads, Andy Cohen? He weirds me out. Another person said, was it here or somewhere else that they alluded to Andy and the Watch What Happens Live bartenders, that he required different services to be provided in order for some of these young men to be featured? Susie writes, yeah, I can see Andy's past coming back to haunt him big time. F around and find out. Well, it was Project Runway alum Kenley Collins who called Andy Cohen the gay Harvey Weinstein. If I was you, Kenley, I would probably go and check your mailbox for a cease and desist letter from Andy. Kenley went on Instagram earlier this month and called out the show for treating contestants poorly and compared their working conditions to a sweatshop. She also complained about how designers from her era of the show got thrown under the bus when the Weinstein Company folded and caused Project Runway to be acquired by Bravo. So it looks like Project Runway was actually a Harvey Weinstein project. The connections are starting to be made. KYLIE said, I did not sign on at 24 years old to streaming networks selling my season 200 times for over 200 million. That wasn't a thing back then, and it seems so wrong. So it looks like KYLIE's pissed about the new streaming era and the fact that her show is making money now, and she's not getting residuals, which, to be honest, you don't really get residuals for reality TV. Like, if you were in Modern Family, like I know Trisha was, my boyfriend was in Modern Family, he still gets like checks from that show because it's different. It's a scripted show. For this unscripted stuff, you get your paid day rate and you're done. I mean, I just produced a reality show earlier this year, so I understand what I'm talking about. Sorry, KYLIE, but you are not deserving of that money. Either way, she tried to come at Andy Cohen, calling him a predator on set. Quote, Andy Cohen was disgusting, horrible, worst predator with the gays, hopping around the set like, hey, twinks. KYLIE claims that Andy propositioned designers to have threesomes with him, and she mimicked how he would call guys into his office, comparing him to Harvey. KYLIE referenced ongoing court cases that have called out Andy's behavior. It looks like NBCU's lawyers are in court right now, fending off claims from a former housewife, Leah McSweeney. KYLIE said NBC can pay all the money in the world to cover up your ass after Nene Leakes spoke the truth about you. You're a racist predator. You're finished. Take a look at the video that she posted on social media.
Do you guys really think Harvey Weinstein was the worst one on set? Andy Cohen was. He's disgusting. Horrible. Worse. Predator with the gays, hopping around on set. Hey, twins. Propositioning designers to have a threesome in exchange for their own show. I worked for Harvey, but actually no one wanted your ass. Come into my office. I want to talk to you. We called you the gay Weinstein. Acting like a fucking clown on set. We thought you were Tim Gunn's boyfriend. You were so far up his ass. You had me on your show. You asked me, KYLIE, have you ever considered nasal surgery because your voice is so annoying and nasally? Who says that? That's so f***ed up. You're disgusting. You're a f***ing predator anyway. NBC can pay all the money in the world to cover your ass after Nene spoke the truth about you. You're a racist predator. You're f***ing finished. Didn't even help Chris March with his medical bills. Where is he now? Dead. Do you care that house husbands hang themselves over your exploitation? No. Does anybody f***ing care? Seems really unfair. Harvey's rotting in prison while you act like some crazed housewife fan.
Our next blind item is about Travis Barker's daughter, Alabama Barker. It reads, this barely dare celebrity offspring told everyone that a recent SCX tape circulating of her with two guys is because she was roofied by them. Wait. We gotta pause. So Alabama Barker is claiming that she was roofied by someone? I mean, she's got that Kardashian Barker money. I would think that they would go and imprison these men for drugging her. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. They continue. The truth is that she was wasted out of her mind on drugs and wanted more, so agreed to the act to get them. All I have to say is that Alabama Barker is going down a very, very dark road. Well, recently Alabama Barker and her nemesis, Bad Baby, almost had an interaction at a dating show. Alabama Barker was on a live stream dating show July 14th when she got a notice that Bad Baby was on her way. You can see Alabama asking, so you've got Bad Baby pulling up? Like, are you guys setting me up right now? Alabama said, I am leaving. I don't believe you guys. I'm getting in my car. I'm out of here. Here's a clip of this moment from the live stream when Alabama started to suspect that something was going on there. And honestly, good for Alabama for watching out for herself, because these people are totally trying to set you up.
Hello?
So y'all got Bad Baby pulling up?
Fuck no, what the fuck?
I'm leaving, like, I'm getting in my car. That's what I was just told by production. I'm like, if y'all snake me out like that, that's crazy.
No, she's not here.
I'm literally getting in my car.
Alright, that's cool. But she's not here.
Now, of course, Bad Baby was happy to see this, saying, she's gonna cry in the car, run. It seems like Bad Baby just wants to fight somebody. She needs to go and get into a boxing class and get some of that anger out. If you guys don't remember, Bad Baby does not like Alabama Barker because Alabama supposedly tried to go and get her baby daddy. I mean, Bad Baby's baby daddy is a terrible man. LeVon, he's beat on her. He's done horrible things to her. So it's actually really disheartening to see that these two women are fighting over a guy who's an absolute bum. And it seems like Bad Baby will never get over this. I mean, she wants to go and beat up this girl because she wants to, I guess, defend her relationship with this man. It's all really so embarrassing. Here's a clip of Bad Baby on the phone in the car.
As for everyone, it's like 78 million bitches that want to beat her ass because she their boyfriend trying to with their boyfriend. I'm doing community service. Oh my god. That's part of the reason I never wanted to let this shit go.
Alabama said, I don't want to fight anybody. I'm not trying to be the one fighting a cancer patient on live stream because Bad Baby has had cancer. Now, Alabama does need to pick a side because she's saying, oh, I'm not going to fight a cancer patient. I'm not going to do that. But at the same time on social media, she's like, when I see you one-on-one, we're going to fight. So y'all need to either do a boxing match or figure it out because this little sneaking up on everyone is so immature.
I'm sitting at the table and my security comes up to me and they're like, oh, Bad Baby's outside. I'm like, okay. So then I walked to my room and she wasn't outside, I guess. But then they were like, the head of security there basically was like, oh, Bad Baby's coming, whatever this. Immediately, you guys, I'm going to remove myself from that situation because it's all just to embarrass me on live. It's not because they want to see us fight. It's to get a reaction out of me and to embarrass me in general. Immediately, everybody's going to say, oh, you fought a girl with cancer. You're fighting a girl that's postpartum. And I don't want to be on live stream if I'm going to fight somebody. If I'm going to fight somebody, we're going to fight one-on-one when I see you, not because I'm getting set up by a production team and Pac Boy Max's people. The beef just ended. Why put yourself back in that scenario and fight somebody on stream because it benefits the person who's streaming views? No, I don't. I'm not doing that. But yeah, so I left the stream.
That is it for Blind Item Breakdown. I am still like stomach churned over the whole idea of this tapeworm. Like, please don't ever put a tapeworm in me. Like, God, I don't want it. But I want to hear what you guys think of this episode in the comments below. Yes, I do have a stripper bowl behind me. Yes, I did go on it yesterday in my podcast episode. Let's get into it at the very end. So definitely go and check that out on the Let's Get Into It podcast channel to go and see me try to go upside down on the pole. But thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.